Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well and taught us truth. Today's lesson is going to be entitled somewhere along the lines of "You thought you could escape judgment." And when I say that, I'm speaking about the other nations. So I might try to phrase it to phrase it towards, the other nations, because the other nations, starting with Esau, Edom, so-called white man, had a hand, and especially Esau had a major hand in the downfall of the Israelites, bringing us to this current state that we're in right now. They all had a hand in bringing us down and torturing us and murdering us and slaughtering us. And the Lord is not pleased with that, because before we get that real quick, what does it say? He that toucheth you, and Zechariah 2 and verse 8. For thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, and they spoiled us. Let's see what that word spoiled goes into. And the NLT said, you plundered us. Spoiled, H7997, shalal, to plunder, to spoil, to be plundered, to make self a prey. So you made us a prey. Now let's see what plunder says. Look up. Steal goods from a place or person, typically using force in a time of war or civil disorder. So you plundered us, man. The violent and dishonest acquisition of property. You violently did this to the Israelites, man. And you thought you was going to be unpunished for it? You thought you was just going to escape scotch-free? No way. So it says, going back, Zechariah 2 and 8, for thus said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that toucheth you, toucheth the apple of his eye. So you touch, in the NLT, it says, at the end, it says, anyone who harms you harms my most precious possession. And who is the Lord's most precious possession? The Israelites. And you touched us, you harmed us, you plundered us, you spoiled us, you slaughtered us. You kill us. You have this, the Esau, Edom, so-called white man, has this perpetual hatred. And you thought you was going to be unpunished? You thought you was going to escape? You thought that just because the Lord allowed you to do that you would be, that you would get away with it? No. There is no getting away from judgment. What's that? Further, the affliction. Let's put it like that. 57. I believe it's in Zechariah, Zephaniah, maybe. Zechariah 1 and 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, and they're at ease. They're living peacefully, happily, in security, at ease. They taking advantage of Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You can't go anywhere and not find a China spot, a wig salon, a nail salon, run by Moab, Elam, with the hotels, the gas stations. Who owns them? Who owns all the gas stations, man? Elam, for the most part. In every city, you're going to find an Elamite gas station. Why is that? Because they're able to do it. And the Israelites have been brought down to a very low condition to where the other nations have just been taking advantage of you the entire time. And they're at ease. They're at peace. Like, they don't care. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. And then NLT, it says, but I am very angry with the other nations that are now enjoying peace and security. I was only a little angry with my people, but the nation inflicted harm on them far beyond my intentions. So you inflicted harm beyond the Lord's intentions, far beyond the Lord's intentions, man. And you thought you was going to escape? The other nations thought that they was going to escape and just live peaceably with the Israelites at the dregs and in the ghettos and slums at the bottom of the bottom forever? You thought that they was going to be like this forever? You thought that the Lord was just going to allow this to be like this forever? He that toucheth you toucheth the apple of the Most High's eye, and you touch the Israelites. And there will be judgment for that. There will be recompense. There will be what did the people say that they want? They want money, but there's a word for it. It always slips in my mind. Reparations. This is true reparation, man. The Lord is about to bring true reparations upon the nations for what you did to the Israelites, starting with Esau, Edom, and so-called white man. So let's get this real quick in Psalm 83. Psalm 83 and verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. It says in the NLT, don't you hear the uproar of your enemies? Don't you see that your arrogant enemies are rising up? They're lifting up the head. They're rising up. Verse 3. They have back in the KJV, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones, who are the Lord's people. Again, the Israelites. The other nations, starting with Esau, Edom, made they came to the round table, so to speak, and they said, man, came up with crafty counsel. What can we do to bring the Israelites out of power, to bring them down to the bottom of the bottom? Verse 4, they said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Let's make them forget their people. Let's make them forget their Israelites. Let's put them in slavery. Let's slaughter them. Let's kill them. Let's use them as alligator bait. Let's give them let's come over here and say we want peace, but then stab them in the back. Again, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. So they've consulted together with one consent. So since the other nations have consulted together with one consent, then there is going to be a judgment for all of them. For all the nations. All nations had a part to play in the downfall in Israel. We're saying First Maccabees, I believe. Who has not had a part in her spoils? First Maccabees 2 and verse 10. What nation hath not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? What nation? All nations have gotten a part of our spoils, man. Destroying us, killing us, slaughtering us, having us as slaves. Come on, man. Sending gifts one to another, sending slaves one to another. Come on, man. Selling us on an auction block, separating our children, our families, raping our wives, our men in front of the nation. There has got to be a recompense. You cannot escape scotch-free for all that you have done. What does it say in Isaiah 14? And this is speaking about Esau, man. Now, you will not escape unpunished, man. You will not. Isaiah 14 and verse 21. And it reads, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. And if you understand, reincarnation is biblical, so you are your fathers. The children are the fathers. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. So all the atrocities that you did. And then NLT says, kill this man's children. Let them die because of their father's sins. Because you are your fathers. You are your forefathers coming back. In the NLT, they must not rise and conquer the earth, filling the world with their cities. In the KJV, it says that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. You will not escape all the atrocities the massacres, the slaughterings that you did to the Israelites, you will pay. Starting with Esau and trickling down to the very last nation who had a part in the downfall of Israel. There is no escape. You cannot escape the eyes of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai. It says what in Ecclesiastes 23:19? The eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and discovering their most secret parts. You will be discovered. You will be found out, and you will receive retribution. There has got to be retribution. There has got to be recompense. There has got to be judgment for what has been done to the nation of Israel. And that starts with Esau Edom, the so-called white man. So let's get this real quick in Jeremiah 30 and 16. Get some, well-known scriptures. Jeremiah 30 and verse 16. And it reads, Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. You're going into captivity, man. Hardcore judgment, hardcore slavery for what you have did. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. We just got read in 2 Maccabees, 2:8. Who has not had a part in her kingdom and taken of her spoils? He that toucheth you toucheth the apple of the Most High's eye. You spoiled us. Come on, man. So you're going to be spoiled. We're going to take everything of yours. How's the saying go? What comes around goes around. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. You reap what you sow. You are going to reap what you sow, man. You put the Israelites into slavery and captivity. You're going to be put into slavery and captivity. Hardcore. Again, starting with Esau Edom, our top enemy. It says, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. You will be attacked. You will be conquered. You will be taken down and taken out of rulership. Esau. Slaggy, bear with me. Slaggy got a phone call. But, yeah, you're finished. Revelation 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Did y'all lead us into captivity? Yeah. It's in the history books. So you are going to go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Did you kill the Israelites with the sword? Yeah, you did. So it's going to happen unto you. Esau Edom, as well as other nations. Y'all all had a part to play in this. So you're all going to have a part in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai's fierce judgment. That's a lot again. But I'm glad I'm on my other phone doing this lesson. But let's get this. We'll end it off right here in Jeremiah 25. And Jeremiah 25 and Jeremiah 25 and 28. It says, and it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at thine hand to drink, then shalt thou say unto them, thus say the Lord Yahweh of hosts, ye shall certainly drink. You're going to drink of this cup. It don't matter if you want to or not. You're not going to want to. And it don't matter. You're going to drink of this cup. You're going to drink of the Lord's wrath. You have no choice. Slagia. Now. You will certainly drink, it says in the NLT, you have no choice but to drink from it. You don't have no choice but to drink of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai's wrath. It says what in Revelation 18? All nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. You drunk of Esau's cup. And now you're going to drink of the Lord's cup. Verse 29, for lo, I begin to bring evil on a city which is called by my name, and should ye be utterly unpunished? The Lord is bringing evil, has brought evil on the Israelites. So what makes you better? What makes you different that you don't need to receive judgment from the Heavenly Father? The Heavenly Father punishes his own children, his own sons. So who are you to be unpunished? Who are you to go scotch-free, unscathed, swept under the rug? Nah, man. You're going to be, Esau, you're going to be swept out of existence. You're going to go into hardcore slavery for 1,000 years. And we do mean hardcore slavery. That's what the scriptures say. We just read it. Revelation 18 says double. It says, ye shall not be unpunished, for I will call for a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth, say the Lord Yahweh of hosts. Ye shall not be unpunished. And the NLT says, I have begun to punish Jerusalem, the city that bears my name. Now should I let you go unpunished? No, you will not escape disaster. I will call for war against all the nations of the earth. I will call for war against all the nations of the earth. I, the Lord Yahweh of heaven's armies, have spoken. So the Lord is going to war against all of you, against all the nations of the earth. Not escaping. What's saying Revelation 6 and 2? That he had many crowns on his head and he went forth conquering and to conquer. That's Yahweh coming back to conquer. To take this world. To destroy the nations. To subjugate the nations. To domesticate the nations and put them into hardcore slavery. For what you have done. And you will not escape. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, and to the fold. And before I end it off, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to his due to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rachakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.